possible by 343 Studios.
Good morning. Man, it's cold out today. But that doesn't stop us from working. We have a driveway here we're going to be working on today. This is December 6th, 2023. And it's like 30 degrees out right now. I know some of you will be like, it's not that cold. But it is to me. So we're going to be grading out this little parking area right here. We're going to be grading this out. Kind of grading the whole driveway out basically. So we've got a truckload of new rock coming in because she wants to add new rock on this. Although I think there's plenty of rock here, but she wants to add new rock. So we're going to set the GoPro up and try to see what kind of footage we can get today. So yeah, we did all the trees here several years ago. Me, Clint, and Alex. Also cut a tree down somewhere over here, right there. We cut a tree down. So we planted that tree, which it's grown quite a bit. That one's grown. This one's grown. This one's grown. Even got a what do you call it? It's looking super good. I wouldn't have planted them that close to dang power lines because when they get super big, you're going to grow right up into the power lines and the power company will cut them. Looks like this one's doing okay. Looks like she's trimmed quite a bit of it back. That's probably not going to do good much longer. So, and then we've got these trees here, all the trees along the side. They're all pretty much doing good. So I'm kind of waiting on the dump truck to get here because I don't want to get this driveway ripped up in a mess, and then the truck come in. So I'm kind of waiting on them to get here. Alright, so we are just getting stuff ripped up here, graded. I did call the trucking company that was bringing in the rock. They had a breakdown early that morning and was going to be a little bit. So I was like, well, instead of just sitting here waiting on the deal, let's go ahead and grade what we can, get it ready, and then we'll just put the new rock on top. Also want to give a big shout out to Zach for coming out and helping with the skid steer. Definitely made things go a lot faster. We should have been able to get this job done in about an hour or less between the two of us. But again, the rock didn't show up for a little while later. You'll find out here towards the end of the video how much longer we had to wait. But you know, it turned out really good. We were able to grade. Zach was able to break loose a lot of that gravel and spread it around, and we took quite a bit and pushed it down towards the end of the driveway because there was a lot of excess rock up towards the front of the driveway, so we kind of tried to put more towards the road. It was real thin down there, so we went ahead and got it all taken down there and moved, so everything would be able to work down there and get everything to where it was a lot leveler. I do wish she would have got a little bit more rock. She got 12 ton. I wish she would have had more, like 18 ton or so. We could have done a little bit more work down there, but we did pretty good with what the rock we had. So if we would have had a little bit more, we probably would have been able to put a little bit more out and make it even look better. But it did turn out for the amount of rock that we did have. I will say that box blade on the back of the Kubota there, it does a phenomenal job on ripping up driveways and getting that stuff ripped up, and does a real good job at grading. I'm really super glad that I have that. We only had the scar fires down 1 notch. I could have went a little deeper, but it was going plenty deep to be able to get that stuff ripped up and loose so we could move it around. Luckily it had rained a few days prior to this, so it was kind of soft too, but if this would have been in the middle of winter and it had been dry as it would, it would have been a different story. Again, we were just going back and forth, pushing dirt up, getting it pushed up to where the driveway parking area is. Basically took a bunch of rock, push it up, grade it back, just try to get all of it level. and hopefully water runs off. Now we did slope it a little bit to the one corner so that water will trickle off and run out into the yard. So if it looks a little slanted, well, that's because we wanted it to be. But Zach's working on the driveway, I'm working on the parking lot area there. So it was nice to have two machines. A lot of people probably think, oh, you don't need two machines. Well, having other jobs that day, wanted to make it go faster. So I actually had planned to do 3 jobs that day, and with the truck being late, only got 2 done. Now I only filmed the one. The other ones were reoccurring jobs, just filling in potholes and country house driveways and stuff. So didn't film anything there because I've already filmed that and put that here on the channel. But you can find the video to those here on the channel if you're looking for driveway videos and stuff like that. But yeah, driveway's definitely looking a lot better, and it looks even better once we get the new rock on. Well, the dump truck did finally arrive, and when it did, he was about 3 hours and 15 minutes late from his 8 a.m. delivery, which was told when he was going to be there, but he did finally get there. He was actually able to spread some of the rock by tailgating it out. He wasn't able to tailgate it in spots. There was a lot of low-hanging power lines, and so we had to do a little bit of work ourselves. But also, for some reason, a lot of the work was filmed here, eventually spreading out the rock, and for some reason the GoPro didn't record anything. It said it was recording, but didn't record anything. Don't you love technology? So I also had another camera mounted here on the tractor, so it did record, and it was able to pick up a little bit of what I did here on the tractors, just spreading the rock out and leveling it out. It is a very clean white rock. This is Road Pack. It is CA6, if you guys are curious on what kind of rock we're using. At least that's what they call it around here. So as you can see there as we get closer to the highway there, the rock gets kind of like it's not showing as much white. That's because we put this about 2 to 3 inches roughly in the driveway there, and just ran out. Like I said, if she'd had another 3 or 4 ton, I think we would have had plenty to finish out the driveway. But we did widen it a little bit too. She had some spots on the side of the yard where grass wasn't growing, it was just mud. So I thought might as well go ahead and put some rock there and widen it up a little bit, because it was a pretty narrow driveway to begin with. So did get a text message from her. She was actually not home at the time. She said she loved it. It looked super great. She was super happy. Would highly recommend me to anybody else that ever called her. Zach's kind of fixing up the sides there, and then I just basically drive over the sides and compact it down with the weight of the tractor. But everything turned out great. I was super happy how it turned out. Again, I think she was super happy, and then was super happy that Zach was able to come out and help. Although both of us were running on about 3 hours of sleep, him maybe a little bit less. Seems like whenever you got something big going on the next morning or the next day, it's hard to sleep. So it just makes it harder. But anyway, everything turned out great. Well, after a 3-hour wait on the rock to get here, which was supposed to be here at 8 a.m., the rock finally showed up at noon. Apparently they had a truck breakdown and had to call for another truck, which was in Kansas, which is like another 45 minutes to an hour away. They had to go clear to Marshall, Illinois to get rock because Casey Stone is down, but it turned out super good. The rock's super white, super clean. I think she'll be happy with how things turned out. So here's the ending result of how things turned out. Everything graded, all the little potholes filled. We took the crown off the top of the, hi Zach. We took the crown off the top of the road Basically got it even across here. Now this is going to set a little bit. We've got possibly some heavy rain coming. All that powder will wash into the rock, lock it in like it is concrete. So yeah, turned out really good. We got this area raised up. This is a little side parking area. She does sometimes park a camper here, but we'll see. So we got it raised up. She was having trouble with water draining off her concrete, but I told her with the driveway being up a little higher than the concrete, that was going to happen. So we kind of put some rock in here, made this a little bit lower, so hopefully water will run out here and out into the ditch. What do you think, Zach? What's your initial or ending thoughts?
How does 35 minutes turn into 4 hours?
Yeah, exactly. 35 minutes job should have been, you know, truckload was supposed to be here at 8 o'clock. Was delayed. They ended up getting somebody else to bring another load. So anyway, we've got another little quick job we're gonna go do. I don't know if I'll film any of that. I may not. So we'll see. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go check out Zach's channel there if he ever decides to post again. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.